Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Well, Happy New Year, Happy 2013, and I've got a little bit of a cold, been sick over the holidays, that's why you haven't seen as many videos up over the Christmas season. I was hoping to get a few more up, but I'm back today, and I wanted to talk to you about the Panasonic GH3, specifically the Panasonic GH3 versus the Panasonic GH2. As you know from previous videos, I picked up a GH2 with some really good pricing during the Cyber Monday or Cyber Friday, or I guess it was Black Friday and maybe Cyber Monday deal, somewhere in that time frame. Anyways, so I've still been debating getting a GH3, been looking at a lot of the hands-on reports out there, the hands-on footage, the reviews, and basically I've come up with 6 good reasons that I may still want to get a GH3, that I thought I would share them with you, for those of you that are still looking at getting a GH3 over a GH2. So I've got 6 reasons here. The first is better still image quality. So obviously, if the GH2, the GH3 for you is not really for shooting pictures, this probably isn't a big deal for you. But if you do both, or even if you use it primarily for photos over video, then you're probably going to find that this is a big deal for you. The image quality is better on the GH3 than the GH2 in several different areas. Now, the next big thing, the second thing, is better build quality and weather sealing. The GH3 come out as the new Panasonic flagship, has really upped the game on as far as the build quality, the magnesium body, and the weather sealing. It really is a nice, well-built camera. Not that the GH2 wasn't, but the GH3 is just taking it up a whole notch, maybe 2 notches, some might say, as far as the quality and the build of this camera. The weather sealing, especially welcome to those of us that like to shoot outdoors and shoot outdoors in the elements. The next big thing, the third thing I want to talk about, is the new dual controls. In other words, we have a second dial control in the body. This makes it more reminiscent or more similar to a conventional DSLR, the higher end DSLRs that have your dual controls. And a lot of people prefer this. I tend to like it myself. It just makes things a little easier. I'm used to shooting with them that way. And I guess if you're not used to shooting a high-end DSLR, if you're used to the lower-end DSLRs that have one control, might not be as much of an issue for you. But I'm always about more functionality when it comes to control, and I think having that second dial is a big plus. The other thing that comes with that second dial on the GH3 is we also get a couple more custom function buttons. There was 3 on the GH2, and there's now 5 on the GH3. So 5 custom function buttons added to that second dial makes for a lot of additional control that we have on the GH3. This is definitely a welcome thing on the GH3. The fourth big thing, and this for me is a huge one, especially as a wedding shooter, so for the rest of you out there that may be wedding shooters, listen up, the silent shutter. The electronic shutter on the GH3 is virtually silent. When I say virtually, it is silent. You practically, literally cannot hear this thing. It gives any other type of shutter out there a run for its money as far as silent. Some people have said this alone is reason for them to buy the GH3. And if you need to work in a quiet environment, for instance, a church, especially if you have an ornery priest or somebody that's really picky about their rules, and there are still a few of them out there, and you're shooting a wedding, silent shutter is very important. So that may be something that's really important for some people, maybe not so important for others. I always like to have the option anyways to have a silent shutter on a camera. The high bit rates is number 5. High bitrate abilities that are native to the GH3. Now yes, we had high bitrate abilities available to the GH2, but these came by hacking the GH2. And in all truthfulness, I still haven't even hacked mine. I'm actually quite happy with the video coming straight out of my GH2 for what I'm doing right now. I'm sure I will hack it, just haven't got around to it yet. But for the moment, I'm quite happy with it. But the GH3 takes things up a whole nother level. We have inherent abilities built right into the camera that are much better than the GH2. We've got broadcast quality encoding levels at 50 megabytes plus. We've got a top rate megabytes per second of 72 megabytes per second bit rate, and that was versus the 24 megabytes per second that was the native megabytes per second on the GH2. So significantly better encoding rates on the GH3. So if you're looking to do big things with your camera as far as video is concerned, you need those better encoding rates, whether it's for editing or whether it's just for broadcast quality, so you can use it actually for broadcast footage. These type of things are available in the GH3 right out of the box. You don't have to crack the thing, you don't have to hack it like you did on the GH2. And then of course, the sixth thing is something that for me, I think is a bit of a sleeper for most people, that people haven't even really twigged yet to how much this is going to be a big option on the GH3. And that is the app control ability via Wi-Fi for the GH3, using either an Android or an iOS phone. In other words, I can take my iPhone, load up the apps, and I can control that GH3 with my iPhone. This to me is huge, to have a real-time view there of what's going on in the camera. It allowed you to control it remotely. It's just totally cool option. I wish my GH2 had it, and it's something that some of the other newer cameras are starting to get into now, but not a lot of them yet. It was one of the things that I really liked about a couple of the Sony NEX cameras, is that ability to get that app to control the camera. So kudos to the Panasonic people out there for putting this in the GH3. Truly innovative, moving forward, progressive technology that a lot of cameras still don't have. So there you go, folks. That is 6 reasons why you may want the GH3 over the GH2. And stay tuned, and I'll show you, talk about the 3 biggest disappointments for me with the GH3 over the GH2. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you had a great holidays, and here's looking forward to a fantastic 2013. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at Art of the Image with more articles, more videos. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks.